Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. The NFL draft is now in the books, and we're about 2 hours after it all happened. The dust is clearing. I will say Shiloh Sanders has been signed by Tampa Bay. So all of Deion's kids are now, at least at the moment, are headed to the NFL, and we'll see if they stick or not. So I want to go through because I can't believe something I am reading, okay? I don't want to believe my lying eyes, but this is crazy because I wanted to know, I've said I don't believe in mock drafts because, there's too many variables. And knowing that 40% of the first round picks are going to be bust and how wrong that these things usually are, it's kind of like you can't really look at this and say, oh, it's exactly going to be right. So I don't put too much stock in it. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I've never seen this happen before, and this is just insane. And one, it worries me because I want to be the underdog with the Dallas Cowboys. I want to keep my guys hungry and have them have an edge. I don't want them believing any bull crap that's going on out there, okay? I always look at everything like I can lose it. I can lose it. So I'm going to always stay hungry and bust my ass because there's always somebody behind here who's ready to take my spot. Not that I have a spot or anything, but you understand what I'm saying. So I don't want to believe the hype. So I decided to check with the guys with proof, the boy, Skip. Skip. Check with the boys from Pro Football Focus, because Skip, they watch a lot of football, Skip, and they know what they're talking about, Skip. Okay. So I said, I'm going to go look at that because I saw somebody on Twitter had posted from night one of the draft their, night one rankings, and everybody was an A and B. There were like 5 C's, and then there was a D. It was the Dallas Cowboys. It was just like, oh my God. It literally wouldn't matter. We could have gotten Cam Ward and they would have said it was a D. Yeah, that's how it is. So I said, I'm going to look and see what the grades are. And so I get to this article on all 32 teams draft grades. It just came out. When you start reading this thing, it says Arizona Cardinals, Carolina Panthers, and Dallas Cowboys headline teams with an A+ draft grade.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Wait, the Eagles aren't there? I read on a little further. San Francisco 49ers and Minnesota Vikings land at the bottom.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Questionable decisions in value and roster fit leave both NFC teams with the lowest draft grades from the weekend.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Wait a minute. Skip. The boys at Pro Football Focus that watch a lot of football, Skip, they're ranking the Cowboys rating at an A+. I'm flabbergasted. I'm surprised. I'm taken back. I'm literally...
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
So before I go to what they say about it, you have to understand that, we get pimped out. The Cowboys get pimped out because when you talk about the Cowboys and put them in the title or up front, you're going to get more views. We know that. But this is David Hausman, Fox FS1 guy now, former Cowboys writer. He's seen a lot of the Dallas Cowboys. Here's what he actually tweeted out earlier today. My official stance on the Cowboys draft so far is this is an A+ for any other team.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
They're eating their vegetables, beefing up the line, addressing premium positions, and they're not ready to contend, but this is a good roster building effort. But since it's the Cowboys' 30-year drought plus ownership that refuses to take a back seat, the collective reaction is, okay, but what else? That's a long way of saying, I like what you're doing a lot, but I don't buy at it at all. Buy at all that they are to be taken seriously as a contender, mainly because they aren't willing to pursue other avenues of importance on their roster. And as I was going to the store to pick up dinner, I talked about that. See, right now, if the Cowboys taking the players that they have, the foundational pieces, having Dak and CD and Micah Parsons, having Brandon Aubrey, your kicker and stuff, having a Tyler Smith and things and a Cooper Beebe, you've got foundational pieces, and you supplement those with the draft pieces that you have right now. You start looking and saying 2 or 3 pieces could go a long way with this team and really make this an outstanding team ready to go ahead and challenge your Eagles and Commanders. But let's get back to the boys at Pro Football Focus. Here's why they gave the Cowboys an A+. And I'm going to read this. Forgive me. I know I'm going to butcher up names and everything else, but understand that's just what you get here at Jobu Sports. Dallas Cowboys A+. First pick, Tyler Booker, Alabama. Booker. Zach Martin's retirement in March left a hole in the Cowboys' interior offensive line. Booker, the 48th ranked prospect, 48th on the on Pro Football Focus's big board profiles as a bit of a reach, but a talent who fills a definite need up front in Dallas. The Alabama guard earns an 86.5 Pro Football Focus pass blocking grade in 24, which will provide an instant boost to the Cowboys offense that ranked 23rd in Pro Football Focus pass blocking grade last year. Okay. So they said, he was 44th. Ed Donovan, I'm going to call him EZ, okay? EZ, because the first 2 letters of the last name are EZ. And it's easy for me to say that as opposed to his whole last name from Boston College. EZ, situated at 17. They had him at 17 on their board.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
EZ profiles as a significant value for the Cowboys here. The Boston College standout maintains a solid grading profile, particularly against true pass sets, where he clocked the most snaps of any edge rusher in 25 class, 196, earning a 90.7 Pro Football Focus passing grade and a 25.8 pass rush win rate. That's up there like Micah Parsons. For those out there, because see, I've gotten all kinds of Cowboy fans that are butthurt and saying they didn't do anything. Cowboys didn't do anything. Wait a minute. You replaced Zach Martin, and you got the top 17. Your second round pick was uninjured, was the 17th rated prospect by them, 22 and other ones. He was a first round talented guy who's uninjured, who will compliment for the first time. We got a compliment for Micah Parsons. Wait, there's more. Number 3, Savon Revell, East Carolina. Savon Revell was the number 44 on Pro Football Focus's big board. So his selection represents a great value for the Cowboys at 76. Revell is a tall outside corner with back-to-back seasons with cover grades above 80. Now, keep in mind, he did get injured a few games into this year. He's recovering from an ACL. So that may be part of the reason why he's still dropped into the 3rd round. But now you got a high second round talent, or mid-second round talented guy in the 3rd round. Bro. Of course, we didn't have a 4th round pick. We have our 5th round pick, Jaden Blue. They ought to make that. We ought to come up with a special Cowboys blue that's called Jaden Blue, okay? Or maybe he's going to be giving other teams the blues. Blue, The Cowboys finally address their running back position and get a solid value with Jaden Blue. After 2 seasons being stuck behind elite running back talent at Texas, Blue got his chance as a featured back. Blue struggled with fumbles a bit, putting the ball on the ground 4 times while losing 3 of them. However, he showcased some elusiveness, forcing 37 missed tackles on 140 rushing attempts. Pick number 5 also. Linebacker Shamar James, Florida. The Cowboys have question marks at linebacker spot, and Shamar James brings a lot of experience to the table, logging over 1,000 career snaps over 3 seasons. Though with a mix of results, his pro football coverage grades dropped to 46.5 last season after he posted an impressive 75.2 in 23. On the other hand, he set career highs with a 68.4 Pro Football Focus run defense grade in his final year, registering 14 stops and forcing a fumble. Run stopper, guys. Run stopper. Weak side linebacker. There you go. Tackle, Cornelius. Cornelius. In 3 seasons as a starter, Cornelius allowed just 4 total sacks and 35 pressures on blocking, on pass blocking. Okay, now, this is depth guy. Maybe a camp body, okay? 6th-round pick. Tackle, round 7. Interior defensive lineman. This is a big booty guy here. I want me some big wide asses. Jay Tola, UCLA. Now, I'm going to say they're saying 325 pounds here. I've seen another one on NFL Network, NFL draft thing. They have 346. Okay, so somewhere in the middle. At 6'3", 325 pounds, Tola is a very difficult person to move, as evident by his 70.0 run defense grade this past season.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He still has work to do as a pass rusher, but his 22 total pressures in 24 nearly tripled his combined totals from the past 3 years. Okay, so now you got a weak side linebacker that's good at stopping the run. You got now a defensive tackle who's going to be very rough. I mean, we're talking about a 7th rounder, but he's another big body like Quentin Bohannon. Okay, right? And they didn't say it, but your number 2 pick is also equally outstanding as a run stopper. Running back, Phil Malaf. Okay, I know I butchered up. The Cowboys selected a big power back in Malaf, who provides an option in short yardage situation. He gains 3.24 yards after contact per attempt. Dude is like 6'1", 240 or something like that. He's big. He's going to tower over all of our other running backs. Also 7, we have defensive interior Tommy from University of Maryland. He's about 306 pounds, but another big body. Not sure that he'll make the roster, but he may end up being an international player. We don't know. So all of those areas right there took care of almost every need that the Dallas Cowboys had, with the exception of wide receiver. Wide receiver is the only spot that we did not address. But when you start looking at this and you start seeing that your 3rd-round pick was rated at number 40, and mind you, this is a guy who was balling out and was considered one of the top defenders until he tore his ACL. The good thing is we've seen some exercise with him literally on the treadmill running 21 miles an hour. Now, running on a treadmill versus actually playing on a field and planting and cutting with the receiver are different things, but the thought is that he may be ready to go by July, which would be when training camp opens, which would be fantastic. But you've got a replacement, a road grader, a great run blocking guard, and potentially are going to have a very, very strong middle to be able to compete with the Eagles in that front of theirs, okay? And my man is looking forward to playing against Jalen Carter. So this is uncharted territory. I don't know that I've ever seen the Cowboys have higher than a B- rating on anything as far as the draft goes. Now, again, This is all subjective. This is all assuming that the players are going to play as you projected. There's no guarantee that they do. You're going to have guys that you think are going to be really good that just suck. And that's the nature of the beast. But what's going on right now? Players are being signed right now that are undrafted. The calls are being made, the visits are being set up, and the agents are being contacted and signed now. As I put it out, Shiloh has been signed by Tampa Bay within the last hour. And so you're going to see a lot of those names and people that are going to be signed, and we'll try and bring it up to you. And one final note here, I think is, do I have this here? Or no, it's over here. Dan Rodgers, I like this. For those that said the Cowboys didn't do anything in the draft, the Cowboys got the most powerful guard in the draft. The Cowboys got the most bendy edge rusher in the draft. The Cowboys got the longest cornerback, because he's tall, in the draft. And the Cowboys got the fastest running back in the draft. The Cowboys have a type, and they're nailing it. And I will also say that these are all solid citizens that they got. No problem childs whatsoever. Alrighty, good people, as always, I appreciate you all. And I'm going to go eat my dinner and relax a little bit. Peace out.
Hey, moron! Hey, moron! Duh! Look at me! I'm the one with waterboard!